Welcome guys, I just thought I'd show you this new tool I got. Hopefully it is a game changer for me in how I want to do my videos. So it's a router table. I've got it off Banggood. I paid for this with my own money. I'm not sponsored or anything like that in any way whatsoever. If I've got any tools and I'm been given them or anything like that, I will let you know. But this was purchased from my own money. Now, I got it in the Banggood spring sale. I've been looking at it for a while, and it looks sort of interesting to me. It's just a table. It doesn't come with a router. It's a router table. It doesn't come with a router. I know you can get router tables, little sort of tabletop router tables that come with a router, but I've heard some bad reports on some of them, and I was just a bit apprehensive. I didn't want to spend sort of my hard-earned money on something that was going to keep going wrong. So first impressions out of the sort of box sort of thing on this. It's all looks really good construction, all aluminium apart from the dust port collector, which is plastic, and it's got an adapter with that as well. And there's a fence that sits on it. There's like two wooden blocks that sit on the front of the fence that you can adjust that look like an MDF. But the plate itself here, the tabletop plate is a solid piece of aluminium. And that insert there is a game changer. And here you go, it's a full set of comprehensive instructions come with it. Now, I'm no good at reading instructions, but I went off the pictures. But, I mean, I can read. It's not that I can't read, it's just that I can't take it in. So, the sort of little star of the show is the insert where you put your router. It's fully adjustable and a bit of a game-changing thing, this. Now, this is for a trim router, so check if it's compatible. I'm putting my old corded trim router, quarter-inch trim router in this. But I know sort of like, if any of you guys have got Festools and all that sort of stuff, it won't fit them. But there's another video out. The only other video I've seen out with this was a guy on YouTube called Dennis over at a channel called Hooked on Wood, his China Tools series. And I think it's episode 55. And it's this actual table. And I watched it and I was really impressed with it. So go over and give that a watch. I will put a link in the description to that video of what he done. Get yourself one of these little sets for putting things together. Little quarter-inch sort of backhoe set that, they're so handy to have. So anyway, the base of it is aluminium, screws together all, bolts together all well. The aluminium seems a bit thin, but when it's all together, it's super solid, and there's a good weight to the overall table. As for putting it all together, I'm not the best at this kind of thing, but I managed it, and I managed it just by looking at the pictures. So it weren't that hard, and if I was to make this up again, it'd take me half the time. I think in total it took me about an hour to build it up, and that's probably really long, but I just wanted to take my time. And it was easy. It weren't hard. There was nothing difficult about it. It was just like certain things like getting my head round fitting. You'll see me fitting the router cage to the base later on in the video, so just keep watching and you'll see sort of how it sort of goes on. Stanley's come for a nose there. Look at him. He'll not look at the camera. So yeah, I've had sort of mixed feelings about getting a router table, but it's just for speed of use on certain projects. So what I do, it's a nice bit of kit. It's not overly heavy. I can move it about easy enough, and I'm sure this is going to help me, and you'll see me using this in the videos. As this video goes out now, I have used it a couple of times already since this video. The price was UK pounds, £171, I think it was. If you go over on the Banggood website where they've got the sale. So even the flip stop there, which is really good, there's a measure on the top. That's all aluminium. So don't be thinking that's plastic, that's aluminium. and I'm really happy with that. I'm just, as I'm going on and I'm building this, I'm sort of like liking the construction. You know, like sometimes you can get tools, and when you get them, they're a bit underwhelming. Well, this is not. This is a total opposite. I'm thinking, okay, so I spent 170 odd quid or whatever it was, but I'm liking it. Now, this little slide miter gauge here is really good. It's got positive stops. It's really strong and sturdy. Now, if you're a table saw manufacturer, look at these. You could easily send these out with your cheaper sort of table saws. That would be perfect. Something like that to send out with, like your construction site saws, all that kind of stuff. So if you're one of them guys, or you know people that sort of work in that industry, just put them onto that, because I'm superly impressed with it. It's all fully adjustable, positive stops. It's all aluminium. It's, you know, even the sort of push sort of knob there's all sort of like real good quality aluminium. The proof's in the pudding sort of thing, so time will tell how good this stands up. But as I'm building it, the sort of overall quality I'm impressed with. So I'm still building bits up here. I'm looking at bits like on the instructions and that. And I'm just fitting the fence. That's just slots into two things there that clips onto the back. You can sort of gauge the size of it there. It's not a big thing, easy to move about. As you know, I've got sort of arthritis and this kind of stuff. I can't really lift heavy things because other problems and that. But this is manageable for me. This is really manageable for me. Takes up little space. And yeah, I'm just thinking as I'm going on, I'm thinking, how do these guys sort of like build stuff like this and they're not known about? Because really, I've seen the sort of ones you can get. I don't want to name names because that's not fair to me, and I know other people may have sort of them sort of things, but this teamed up with a little router, and even that at the back, the detail there, the sort of like them handles there, they're all aluminium. Nothing, that's not plastic, that's aluminium. One thing I would say is, like I say, well, I like back to the base, the aluminium on that was a bit thin, but when it's all together there, it's structurally solid, so that's okay. I suppose it's okay. And it's got them little two wings at the bottom that which sit outways, which you can sort of like clamp down if need be, or you could sort of bolt it down or whatever you want to do. So I'm just testing. It's got like a guard, like a, you know, a guard to save your fingers and that. And I'm just messing about with that there. So that's the sort of overall size of it. And here's the little gauge now, which I'm super impressed with the little gauge. I really am, the mitre gauge. Please, please, table saw manufacturers, get your finger out and get better. Just make your product better. That's all I'll say. There's people out there who are willing to spend money, who save up, and, you know, give them something. Just give them that little bit extra and they'll come back to you. So that's the dust extraction thing there is plastic, and that's the adapter I've just put on. Now, I haven't got a nose that size, so I'm going to have to get something sort of rigged up or something for that. I think it actually fits, from what I've seen on Upton Wood's video, I think it fits the Fest tool. That I think is it a 63mm? I don't know. But these are fully adjustable, so you can adjust them in the slot to make them tighter or looser, so to, you know, to cut down that wiggle room. So this is just like the initial build. I am going to have to fine tune it anyway to sort of like get it 100% right, and that's like any tool. I often see people moaning about tools when they get them out of the box and they're not right and they're not square and level and all this. Really, all tools, you need to sort of fine tune them, and it's good practice anyway. It learns you. I remember getting me DeWalt table saw straight out the box, The blade was square. There was a few other little things that just needed a little bit of fine tuning to get it right, and it's perfect, and it's not gone out since. So yeah, that's that. Just giving it a look over there. Now here it is built. Just stay on with the video because you'll see me putting the router, attaching the router to it in a minute. But as you can see, it all looks really good quality construction. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. That's the back of it. Again, all good quality. Apart from the plastic, but that's not a problem. It's even got that like handle underneath there. Yeah, I'm super impressed with it overall. The top, I did check off camera if that top is level, and that top is perfectly level as well. I don't know where where the footage has gone for it, but I did check the top. So here I'm fitting the base, the router sort of cage. So it's got like a perspex cover here, like a thick perspex cover. You take that off and attach it. So just take this bit off your cage, but just check with what fits. Now this is the Makita 1/4-inch router. So you just simply, they sort of move, they slide round and so it fits the holes on your router cage. And then you just put everything back together there. And then when you put that insert into the router table, it's got like little sort of screws that go in that hold all that down. So it's nice and secure. Feels nice and solid, and that's it all together. I'm just giving it its initial test here. Now the router bit I've got here is not the best. I have ordered some more router bits. I need a couple of new ones anyway. But I'm just going through it gingerly here, very slowly. I've never used one before. I'm just trying to keep my fingers away from everything, as you do. I'm just making sure I'm nice and safe. But this, to me, just doing these test cuts, I'm thinking here, this is a bit of a game changer. This is going to speed up my builds massively, and it's going to really help with the YouTube videos and stuff like that. Now, I thought I'd show you this video. It's just an off-the-cuff video, but I'm just really impressed with this, and I thought I had to show you. It's not me trying to sell one, believe me. It's up to you what you buy, your money, but I am really impressed. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. All I want to do is run bits of wood through it all day. But yeah, there it is, in its glory. Nice thing, and there's the router underneath. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I will have to get some dust extraction sorted out for it. And it's a good use of my old router as well, to be honest. So I've got that now, and I've got obviously me cordless one. So anyway, thank you for watching. It was a knock together video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.